Hi everyone. So in today's lecture, we will discuss about initialization of multi-dimensional array. Fine. Wait a sec. So basically, as we already know that the syntax for declaring and creating the 2D array is this, right? This is the syntax for creating and declaring two-dimensional array, where you have to provide data type, then two square brackets, then variable name, which is basically an array name. Then you have to use this new operator, then data type, and then you have to pass here what row size and column size. Basically, you can say as parent size, parent array size, or you can pass here child array size as well. Both are same, right? So, you know what is the total elements? The total elements present in this array is what? Number of rows into number of columns. So whatever the row sizes present here and whatever the column sizes present here, multiply both the things and you will get total number of elements present in the array. For example, I have this two-dimensional array. So int, you know, it is an array. A is a two-dimensional array which is equal to what? New int, and what is the parent size 2 and what is the child array size is 3 here, right? So when you write this line, what will happen internally? One parent array object will be created. See, this is the parent object array object will be created, and A is pointing to this parent array object. Fine. And as the array is index based, so this is what? Zeroth index and this is first index. This is what? Index number. So the first element you can access using a of 0 because 0 is the index number, and the second element a of 1. So as the parent array size is 2 and the child array size is 3, so what will come? This a0, this a0 is referring to what? An another array whose size is 3, right? And a1 is also referring to an another array whose size is 3, and this both are what? Child arrays. Child arrays having size 3. See here, size 3. Fine. So as this is of int type of array, that is the reason. What is the default value for int? Default value for int is what? 0. That is the reason both the child arrays got initiated with 0 0 0 0 0 0. Clear? By default, when it will create an array object, so it will initialize with the default value. So the default value is 0 0 0 for the int, right? So it is something like this. I hope this much is pretty much clear to you. Now next, so up to this we have seen. So I want to print few things using system.out.println. So I'm writing system.out.println a. So I'm getting this output. See here how many open square brackets are present? 2. It means two-dimensional array, right? And if you see here also, see a, this is a, right? A is what type of array? Two-dimensional int array. That is the reason here we have two open square bracket. And then we have I means what? Int, right? Then we have @ then we have hash code in hexadecimal format. Is it clear? So this is you are printing a. Printing in a means printing the reference of this parent array, right? Next, then you are printing a of 0. Now tell me, this a of 0 is also a reference for another array which is a child array, this array, right? This a of 0 is pointing to this array. So it is not an element value, it is also pointing to some another array, and that array has some values. Fine. So in this case also you will get like this. And what type of array is this? A of 0 is one-dimensional array, right? One-dimensional array. Because A is what? Two-dimensional arrays which has the size 2, and in both the elements we have one-dimensional arrays present. So see, you will get like this, one-dimensional int array present. Fine. Next, now I'm trying to print sys.out.println a of 0. A of 0 means this array, the first array, right? And again I'm using this 0 0 0 combination, means the first element, this element. See, this element. So this element has the value 0. That is the reason you got here what? 0 as the output. If you want to see, let me show you. Go to the Eclipse. In last lecture we have done this. So int two-dimensional array a is equal to new int. So what is the parent size 2? What is the child size 3? Right? Now write sysout, use control space. Now print a first, then again sysout, then what? A of 0, print a of 0, and then again sysout, and then print a of 0, 0, and again 0, again 0. Right? Now it is done. Run this. Run as Java application. See, you got this 0 value, and this is what? You are printing the reference of the first array, first child array, right? And this is what? The main parent array reference, right? So I hope this thing is clear to you, pretty much clear to you. Fine. Now let's see the next. So basically see one example. Here we have not specified the child array size. We have not specified the child array size. Child array size. So you remember one point, if you are not specifying the child array size, if you are specifying only parent array size, so in this case child arrays object are not going to be created, only the parent object will be created. See, so the parent object will be created here. Now what you are expecting is that here the child array object should be present, right? In these locations the child array object should be present, but it is not creating. You have to create. It's a developer responsibility or the programmer responsibility to create and assign to the variables like a of 0, a of 1, and a of 2. It's whose responsibility? Developer responsibility. We have already seen this. So here if the object itself is not created, so by default what it is initialized with what value? Null, null, null. Why so? Because null is the default value for object reference, and the object itself is not created. That is the reason it got initialized with the null, null, and null. Is it pretty much clear to you? Right. Next. So I'm trying to print the reference a. We have already seen. You will get this, in which you will get two open square brackets, which specify that it is a two-dimensional array. Fine. And I means int, and then at the rate hash code in hexadecimal format, right? So this thing you already know. Next, so now see what I'm trying to print. A of 0, a of 0 is initialized with what value? Null. So you will get null here, right? Next, now I'm trying to access a of 0 of 0. Tell me one thing, a of 0 itself is null. On null, how can you perform any operation on null value? You're trying to perform an operation here. You're trying to read the value from the null. How is it possible? So you will get a runtime exception saying java.lang.null pointer exception. So basically you will get this exception if you will try to perform operation on null. It is basically a runtime exception. If you want to see, I can show you this part. Fine. So let's see. So don't give the value, means don't give the child array size, and try to print this. Run as Java application. See what you got here. Java.lang.null pointer exception. And what is this value at the line number 10? A of 0, null. So it is clear that it got initialized with null values. Null, null, and null. I hope this much is clear to you, pretty much clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask your doubt in the comment section. I will surely reply to your doubt. Okay, but before that, go to the one next level, initialization. Till now it is a default initialization, but I am not happy with this default initialization where 0, 0, 0 is present. It is useless, right? If I will create some array, then I should give some values. I want some values, then only I have created this array. So how can I change the value of this array, the first child arrays? So see, first child array, what is the reference? A of 0, right? So A of 0, and what is the index of this element? 0. So by using A of 0 is equal to 10, I can change the value present over here. 10 should be override with 0 should be override with 10 here. Now if I will use 0 and 1 combination, then I can override this. So see, A01 is equal to 20, so it should be what? 20 here. Now the third, 0 and 2, 0 and 2, so this element, so this element I can override. See, 0 and 2 is equal to 30, so 30. Now the new value is 30 here. Now the next, I want to initialize this also, second child array. So second child array, what is pointing? A of 1 is pointing to this second child array. How can you change the value of first element? Then 1 0 combination. See, 1 0 combination is equal to 40, so this will become then 40. Now the next one, this element, so what is the combination? 1 and 1, right? So this will become what? 50, because I'm writing here, see, A of 1 and 1 is equal to 50. And then the third, this element, what is the combination? 1 and 2. So see, A 1 of 1 and 2 is equal to 60, so this is the 60. This is how you can set your own value in the arrays. Remember this point, okay? This is what we are setting the values. In the further lectures, we will retrieve the values. We will read this array, then only we will get to know, okay, these are 100% correct things. These are 100% correct. Okay, for now, believe me, when we will see how to retrieve the values of array, then everything is clear to you. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel, and thank you for your valuable time.